Well, crazy game, Andy. Where do we even start with that one?
I think we'll start at the end with probably a fair result, a 2-2 draw. I just spoke to their managers, and I think we're in agreement that it was a bit of a non-event with the officiating, which was questionable. Is probably the easiest way to say it. But yeah, going 2-1 down, showing a bit of character to get a point out of that, and then probably could have gone and nicked another goal to maybe go 3-2 up. But equally, we probably could have conceded because they put us under a bit of pressure as well. So it's quite end to end. I think a fair point, and pleased to get something and not come away without anything. So we'll take the point.
Not many shots on target for either side, other than the penalties. Is that a concern?
It is a concern. I think it's been something that's been a problem for us throughout the season. Like, I think we're getting good areas in the final third, but then we don't capitalise on that, and we're not clinical with the chances that we are creating. I think like Stansfield game is a good example of that on Monday. I think we had 17 attempts on goal, but out of them, how many actually worked the keeper? Nowhere near enough. So it is a concern. It's something that we've been working on to try and address in training as well as off the pitch. And yeah, it's always going to be difficult to win games when we're not taking chances or working keepers. But again, to counter that, I don't remember Javan making any unbelievable saves. Everything he did well, but it wasn't like we was under any real pressure again in our own box, which is a big positive. I've just actually remembered Sam Bayford had a good shot in the second half that the keeper did make a great save, but that was probably our only real attempt on target in open play aside from the penalties.
Normally we would discuss a penalty decision, but there were 4 today. Do you have any views on any of them?
Yeah, I mean, look, everyone always has a different view and an opinion. I think a lot of people in the ground will probably share the same views, that I thought our first penalty was never a penalty. I thought AJ, he got to the ball first, but I thought the keeper actually come and gathered the ball after AJ had touched it, and it just looked like a coming together. And I was as surprised as anyone else when he gave that, but obviously we'll take it. Then obviously the 2 we've conceded, which are both from Corey, who's basically, I think the first one, it looks like he's tried to make a block, his hand's probably above his body, and it's caught his hand, and it probably is a penalty. The second one against him, I'd argue that it wasn't a penalty because it looked like his hands were, to me, down by his side. I didn't really think there was much he could do with that. And then our second one, I actually didn't see it, if I'm being perfectly honest, but everyone's told me that Theo did get cleaned out, and it probably was a stonewall penalty. So
it looked it for me.
Yeah, look, the encouraging thing is Sam stepped up, he scored them both brilliantly, and he's gone 3 penalties in a row since we had 2 in the FA Cup game, and Dave scored and missed one. So fair play to him for doing that. Likewise, they've obviously put their 2 penalties away, so it just adds to the equality of the game, I think, to be honest.
Are we allowed to discuss your red card?
Yeah, we can. I mean, I questioned how long it seemed to take for the 10 minutes for the sin bin that we received for Dave Martin. The frustrations were already boiling at that point from, I think it was their number 8 that didn't receive a second yellow card for an off-the-ball incident, which was clear to everyone to see that the ref decided to talk to him and not do anything about it, which was actually the only occasion I think he didn't show a yellow card for a foul or something that occurred during the game. And I'd questioned that. I had added time that he told me there was a minute left, and he said it felt like about 2-3 minutes during that time. He quite rightly pointed out that it's 10 minutes of when the ball is in play and not out of play, and that's why it seems longer, which I just don't get. I don't get the rule, to be honest with you. If during the game of football you don't stop the watch every time the ball goes out of play, why would you change that for a sin bin? If it's 10 minutes, it should be 10 minutes of the same setup of how you manage the game. So that was frustrating. Obviously I got booked for questioning that, and then I asked him, when can I talk to you after the game? He said 20 minutes, and I said I'll look forward to that, and he deemed that as worthy of another yellow card or straight red. I don't know what he done, to be honest. So yeah, just it's one of the things. I should know better to keep my mouth shut. I've said the same to the players about sin bins. I mean, he's sin bin one of their players, sin bin Dave Martin. He's booked one of their management team. I'll be honest, it wasn't the best performance from him. I think he would even hold his hands up and say that. He's being observed, which in my experience, for some reason, always creates problems when that happens. And the performances that the officials give when they are being observed just never seems to, in my opinion, meet the standards that they should really. So it is what it is. I'll take a fine and a ban probably, and we'll have to just move on and learn our lesson from that. But yeah, frustrating for that to happen, but luckily we held on and we got our point, so that was all good.
Next up, another one of the former Isthmian teams.
Yeah, Corinthian away next week. Gonna be a nice surface. Go down there, it's a lovely little setup. I haven't been there for a few years, to be honest, so looking forward to that. I think they picked up a defeat today, their first of the season in the league, so they're going to be looking to bounce back from that, and we want to start another little run, which I just said to the boys in there that we've done that today by getting a point. Let's get on a run again now, and we go a tough looking fixture next week away at Corinthian, and then I think we'll quick return again Tuesday night for Tunbridge Wells at home. So two big games next week to look forward to. Certainly both will be tough, but as always we'll be looking to go and win those games. So we'll look forward to it.
Super. Cheers, Andy.
Cheers, Nick. Thanks, mate.